the North Sea, cold, grey and unforgiving. Zeeland, a small town on the Dutch coast. Generations of fishermen braved its moods. They lived and died under watchful seagulls, sturdy brick houses huddled around a cobbled market square, a place of simple faith mingling with salt spray. In the heart of the village stood a small chapel. Its stained glass windows cast coloured light onto the worn cobblestones. Inside, a statue of the Virgin Mary stood serenely. Her downcast eyes held the world's grief. The townsfolk believed she watched over them. They brought her flowers and whispered their prayers. One night a storm raged. Waves crashed against the seawall. Thunder rattled the chapel windows. A rumor spread. The statue was weeping. The Virgin's tears, a sign of divine displeasure. Villagers prayed for the storm to pass, but the Virgin continued to weep. Section 4. A plague descends. A fever, swift and merciless, swept through the town. The sick lay in their beds, burning with fever. The smell of death permeated the air. Townsfolk whispered of divine retribution. The Virgin's tears were a harbinger. Their prayers dripped with fear. They begged for deliverance, but their pleas went unanswered. Section 5 vanished without a trace. The storm subsided, leaving behind destruction and the scent of salt and decay. The plague left the town scarred and silent. The statue, it had vanished. Some said it was swept away by the storm. Others claimed it crumbled under the weight of sins. Whatever the truth, the statue was gone. The villagers rebuilt their lives and town, but the legend of the weeping statue of Zeeland lived on. Some say they can still hear the faint echo of weeping, a mournful sound that speaks of sorrow and grief.